Hi everyone at Mountain Shadows. My name is Olivia and I'm going to be reading a little bit for you guys today from this book, which is called Love Has Wings. And it's about how to start loving yourself and the life you're living just by letting go of worries and concerns that you might be having. And yeah, just to see the joy in life and the positive side instead of the negative. The book is described as something you read when you want to free yourself from limiting beliefs and fall in love with life. And I thought that might be a good fit for all of us today. It's a beautiful day outside. That's why I'm sitting in my backyard. And yeah, let's start off with the introduction. So the first chapter, or the introduction, is called Laying the Foundation for Love Consciousness. In the face of economic insecurity and global change, structures are falling, leaving us feeling vulnerable and uncertain. We feel small and helpless before uncontrollable events. Victim consciousness abounds. Yet, what if we really can make a difference by simply changing our perspective? What if we can shift to a lighter, more playful perception of life? I believe that the current state of unrest represents an opportunity for humanity to reach a new level of consciousness, which I call love consciousness. And this book will give you the tools to realize that state of permanent peace and serenity in your own life. I'm here to share with you how I came to realize that things aren't really that bad at all, that actually they are rather more fantastically wonderful than we have ever dreamed of. It's time to stop worrying and start creating a world worth living in, and it's going to start with you. Yes, you. Don't think that the state of the world is someone else's concern. It's yours and yours alone. Because believe it or not, you're the one who's creating it. In every moment you have a choice. You can choose fear or you can choose love. You can surrender to what is or you can trash against it. This book is about empowering you to choose love and joyfully surrender. And then she's talking about mind makeover and what you can do to make your thoughts more positive than negative. And I'm going to read this section that talks about how to focus on joy. The first thing we need to do is start focusing on joy, on the beauty, innocence, praise, love, and gratitude inherent in every moment. Isn't it time we did a bit more of that? How does joy look? This is the wonderful thing about joy. It has no fixed format. Its form is an empty vibration. Joy is like a mountain spring. Its effervescence bubbles, teeming eternally from the depths. Its constant spontaneity nurtures and refreshes, flows and replenishes. Joy doesn't look for what is wrong. It doesn't criticize the external, seeking a culprit for its trials and predicaments. If it did, its waters would soon become stagnant, discolored, and lifeless. Joy is open to love and to being that love. It doesn't have preconceived idea of how love should be and to whom it should give it. Rather than waiting for external fulfillment, for pleasure, the next best thing to consume, or a new game to play, instead become that joy. Then move out into the world to share it with humanity. And the next section is called Stay Present. Joy lives in the present moment, so stop wandering off into the past and future. They've had quite enough of your time already, thank you. It's time to give the here and now, the present where life is really happening, a bit of sorely needed attention. Which I think is very true. We often get caught up in things that has already happened or things that are gonna happen maybe tomorrow. Like what am I gonna eat? What do I have to do? And yeah, it's true. We should be more in the present. We should stop worrying so much about things that we can't control. The next section is called Lighten Up and Be Playful. One of the saddest things about modern society is that we all take things far too seriously. We feel impelled to conform to what we should be, that we think the world expects from us. We think, don't be ridiculous, don't speak without being asked, don't be immature, don't say what's really on your mind. What would they think? Self-control and self-criticism has become our way of life, and they drain us of our playfulness and capacity for free self-expression. We must relearn how to flow from our hearts, to let ourselves look silly, to dance freely, to stop and remind ourselves that life is about laughter and lighthearted joy. Try it, you might just like it. And then lastly, I'm gonna read this section, which is called Listen to the Voice of Your Heart. The human intellect has many benefits. It has birthed myriad discoveries, conveniences, and inventions that continue to innovate the world we live in. Yet, for all its marvelous complexity, it is bound by the constraints of duality. Positive and negative, predator and prey, drought and flood. These opposites form the tenets that the intellect is ruled by. If we wish to experience emptiness, we must go beyond the realm of the intellect. We must get out of the known into the void. The walls the mind has built hold us in limitation. We have become so accustomed to them that they make us feel safe, but these walls also keep us imprisoned in dissatisfaction. Our natural curiosity will always pull naggingly from the subconscious, encouraging us to move beyond the familiar and seek something more. Let us yield to that pull, that innate desire for exploration and discovery, to venture into a new experience of being beyond everything we have known until now. There is a knowing that is beyond the mind. Unlike intellectual understanding, which always sees two sides of an argument, this voice never doubts. It trusts itself implicitly and speaks without absolute clarity. When it comes, it will come without warning. Suddenly, you will find yourself speaking without even understanding why. Yet, you will hear the truth in your words. You will feel it. Listen. It's here, lying within. You'll hear it. It speaks from omniscience with the energy of unconditional love. So that was all I had for you guys today. And if you want, you can buy this book. I think it's really cheap. It's my roommate's. She let me borrow it. It's once again called Love Has Wings by Isha Judd. And it looks like this. Has a really pretty picture in the front of a bird forming a heart with its wings. Yeah, so maybe give that some thought. I just thought that she's a really good writer, and I really appreciate the things she's saying. I feel like they're important. Anyways, have a great rest of your week. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.